We need to close the gap between the reality of where we are and where we want to be. And I think the way you go about doing that is ensuring that throughout the organization, we're rewarding the behaviors that we want to see, and we're holding people accountable when they step outside the norms and the values that the community expects to see. Because without that, I don't think there's any motivation. In order to have accountability, I think in policing, what always gets lost is people focus on ensuring that we have the best written policies or what sounds good on paper as far as training. What gets lost is policy implementation. What gets lost is follow-up. You can't have a policy come out, and yes, it may be a great academic document, but you can't have something come out that's dozens of pages long that the police officers don't actually understand. We need to ensure that we are communicating the rules clearly, that we are training our police officers in line with what adult learners should be trained, that we're embracing scenario-based training for a lot of the critical skills that police officers need to make. And we need to ensure that there are processes in place that we are checking ourselves, and that when we do audit, when we do check, and we find someone who steps out of line, if it's after a new policy was implemented, we call them in immediately, we re-explain the issue to them, but then after that, we hold them accountable and initiate discipline. And I think that's what has worked in Newark, and I think that's the piece that often gets missed in policing.